Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jen Houston, owner of the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. I'm a full-time independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canmore, Alberta, Canada. Welcome to our little Remembrance Day class here. Once again, we're going to play around with a poppy set in hopes that we can do some creative things with poppies. Once you pop on, say hello, tell me where you're from. I'd love to hear from you. Are you an avid crafter? Are you kind of just checking this out, just random? Anyway, say hello, comment lots, give me lots of questions. I'd love to hear from you. Hi, Gina. Nice to see you. I'm huffing and puffing because I last minute decided I was going to move my desk. So, yeah. The things that I come up with sometimes, it's like, oh my goodness. So I thought, okay, I'm going to move this desk over here next to the window. So then I'm trying to get my tripod and everything right, and it's not quite right. But anyways, I'm just trying to play around with light and see, you know, which view looks the best. Anyways, lots of fun. So, the poppy. Today's card, let's show you what I made this morning quickly. One of these. What do you think? And I don't know if you've seen these kinds of cards, and I know there's a name for it and I forget what it is, but your flowers kind of pop up, so they're kind of floating. Maybe it's floating. Floating frame, I'm not sure. But I had never made kind of one like this before, and I thought, oh, you know, let's just put a bunch of poppies down and make it look pretty cool. Actually, I had, to be honest, I had a different idea first, and I thought, I tried it this morning while I was supposed to be listening to my my anxiety to calm class on Zoom. And it came out and it wasn't looking as nice as I thought. So, you know, live and learn, you try things out, and next thing you know, you come up with an alternative. And so this is actually the alternative, if you will. So here we go. These colors that I used were, of course, basic black, cherry cobbler for the red, and then you'll notice that the poppies are different colors. I actually used daubers and ink pads to add color because I thought, oh, I don't want to spend a lot of time coloring. I just want to get this done very quickly. So yes, I used cherry cobbler. No, what's the new one? Magenta Madness. I know. Thank you very much. I used a bright color, and Rococo Rose, because I wanted to add like different layers to the color, right? So there we go. I don't know. I think it turned out all right. And of course, this little doodad is from, I believe it's the Peaceful Moments. Don't quote me on this. Peaceful Moments dies. I will have all the names and numbers if you're interested later on my blog there. So if I said it wrong, if I did it wrong, it's all on there later on. This was also from the Peaceful Moments stamp set, the thank you. We used this thank you yesterday, and I thought, oh, that looks really nice, and I love the font of that. It's a little more fun, but still classy. How does that sound? Now see, I see that I'm like off on the edge of the screen. So maybe I'll tilt you. Oh man, you can see part of my mess now. Stuff on the floor. It's gonna be okay. You're all amazing people. You don't judge, right? Phew. Okay, so let's get rolling, but this time we're going to change up the colors just because you know how that's what I do. Thanks everybody for commenting. Shoot me off lots of hearts when you see something really cool. And feel free to share this video with anybody that you think would love to see this. Maybe you have a friend you want to get into this stamping thing with you. Send it their way. All right, so once again, we're using a basic black card base, which is going to be measuring at 5.5 by 8.5. And then I have a piece of real red. Darn, I wrote this down because it's a little bit different. See, upon moving my desk last minute, and now I can't find anything. It was, well, we can actually measure here. Let's just get out my ruler. That works too. It was an 1/8 of a something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. This is going to be kind of a layer underneath, just like I did with the cherry cobbler. Now, since I'm not going to see the inside, I kind of, cut out a poppy shape so that maybe I can use it tomorrow. Maybe I can use it at a later date, but I like to use my paper and not, if there's something I can cut something out of that's not going to be seen, I'm going to do it. All right, so now we need 2 layers of, I'm using Whisper White, and these are measuring at 3 1/4 by 4.5. All right, so you need 2 of those. And then of course I have this little doodad cut out of Whisper White. And remember this, the little thank you? Well, I did some fussy cutting. I actually used black cardstock, and I used Versamark, the white embossing powder, heated it on there, and then fussy cutted it out so that I was able to kind of cut it apart, because otherwise it didn't fit on my little doodad that I wanted to use. So, okay, here's my one piece. I'm just going to set that aside. Next off, I'm going to start with my colors. So I'm using Real Red, Flirty Flamingo, and Terracotta Tile. We'll see how this works. I don't know, never done it before. So I'm going to start with the lightest one, and I've got myself some daubers. I think that's my favorite coloring tool. All right, and here I'm just going to go over everywhere. Spot here, spot there. Just try not to make little snakes. That's my expert advice. Hello everybody, I'm so excited you're here again. Sanity stamping necessary today. I'm feeling absolutely exhausted. My anxiety to calm class this morning was none the sort. Kind of got me riled up, if you will. So anyways, yes, that's all I'm going to say. But I did learn a neat technique called the ladder something. I forget what the official name is. But basically, you can take your things that you're anxious about and kind of devise small steps towards kind of desensitizing yourself, actually. So the example that was given was if you're afraid of dogs. So something that you could do would be, first off, maybe go and look at dog pictures in a book. So maybe you're going to head to the library, or you're going to, ask your friend to send you pictures of their fluffy puppy. And just have a good look at those. And then, see where your anxiety level is at just that, and kind of desensitize yourself that way first off. So that would be like a little baby step. For me, it's bears, right? So me and bears, oh boy. So I would have to start at those pictures in the book. And I think it would probably take me quite a while to desensitize myself to that. So maybe I would start off looking at, 2 pictures a day. And then I go on to, a few more the next day and whatnot until I'm kind of comfortable with the pictures. Now I know this is going to be super wet, so I kind of want a Kleenex. And then maybe the next step on my ladder would be to look at YouTube videos or you know, of bears walking around. Yikes. And then maybe it is progressing to a trip to the zoo. Nosers. My heart's racing just thinking of it. And then maybe, I don't know. I mean, seeing one in the wild just out in random is kind of up to chance, right? So I don't know how that would work, but anyways, you get the point. So I thought, oh, that's kind of an interesting strategy, and I will try that out for sure. I did like that. So okay, so I have got these beautiful stamps from the Painted Poppies stamp set. I'm going to be focusing on this one and this one, the two big poppies. Ooh, this could look interesting though if I ideas. We may go back to that one. All right, so I'm just going to randomly stamp these two images all over the paper. I don't want them facing the same direction because then it looks like it was planned. Hello everybody, hello. Thanks for sharing, everyone. When you see something you love, give me some hearts. It helps play with Facebook's algorithms and gets my video shown out there more than average, if you will. Okay, now let's just switch over to the other little flower. I'm using Memento Black, by the way. And we'll just fill in some of these little portions of the card here, the Whisper White colored up. See, now I've got a pattern happening here, which I don't want. Oh well, too late. It's all good. Make sure you stamp off a little bit into the corners and whatnot. I think I'm going to stop there. Now that black ink is super duper liquidy, I tell you. So here's what I did the last time, and I'll tell you why I did it this way this time. This one I actually stamped the flowers first and then kind of colored over top of them. It's okay, but can you see the difference in black? Maybe you can't. I sure can. This one is definitely more crisp because I actually stamped on top of the color as opposed to stamping and then putting color over top of it. It just kind of muted it a lot, and I wanted it to be nice and crisp. Now, since we're kind of waiting on that to dry, I kind of want to go back to this. I love speckled, spotted stamps. I think I'm going to have to take this one off. And let's just wipe this off on the Simply Chamois. Does yours look like this? Oh, Donna's putting sentiments on cards. How nice. She's Saturday stamping too. I love it. Okay, let me take this off and put this one on. I think let's go in with the real red. I'm just going to stamp on my grid paper first just to see what it looks like. I think some random bits like that might look kind of fun. It'll once again splotch up kind of the simple. Add a little more texture to those poppies. Or it'll look like blood splatter. Not what I'm going for at all. Just thought of that. Okay, let's stop there. Maybe I should have went in with Flirty Flamingo instead. Let's try Flirty Flamingo. Gotta love me. I'm like honest to a T. There, that's better. more subtle. Okay. Anyways, you get the point. Okay, so now your choices are you can use the dies that coordinate with this and actually cut them out, or what I did was I fussy cut it because I wanted it right on that black line. I used some of these scissors for, you know, plants in the summer, and I see I've got plant debris on some of them. So here we go. We're gonna chit chat while I cut here. Oh, this is a nice sharp pear. I love it. So I'm just going around, and if you can cut it off, because basically all you're going to be using from this is the poppy shapes. So how's the weather where you are? Let's go. Okay, now I'm going to lay them down kind of where I kind of got them from, if you will. It is cloudy out here, but it's actually quite nice and warm. I had to take Indy for a few little walks this morning because she sensed it was pretty nice outside. Most of the snow has melted off the ground, which is just wonderful. No more ice. I don't like ice. There. Watching on silent as I'm at the office today. Ooh. I don't know if you saw, but Canadians, I put out my first of many Christmas card classes. The first one out is Christmas Gleaming. So that's the set that was from last year. And if you missed it, of course you're going to want to get it. You're going to get some free copper stars if you order that kit. And yeah, you get a quarter package of the brightly gleaming paper, which will be around to help you make a few more cards. So I'm looking forward to that. And then tomorrow I will come out with the next one. So it'll give you time to kind of get things ordered and ready to roll those Christmas cards. Okay, this one kind of went from here. Nope, from here. Pretty close, pretty close. And you know what, if it doesn't line up exactly how you had it, not an issue. Nobody's gonna know or tell. It's all good. Did anybody think about making a Remembrance Day card after yesterday? Did anybody give that fun fold a try? Loved it. I thought it was so neat. I am going to use that one again. Okay, this one kind of goes here. Oh, see, am I upside down now? Yep. So then, no. Anyways, whatever. It'll all fit together. Tomorrow, I have a pretty cool technique I'm going to show, so you won't want to miss that. Pretty exciting. I haven't done this certain technique in probably, I'm going to say about 5 years. So I as soon as I saw this poppy stamp, I'm like, oh, I want to do that certain technique with this, and I haven't yet. So tomorrow's the day. I'm going to get her done and see what it looks like. Hopefully it works, or we'll be doing take 2 like I did today. That's all part of taking risks, right? Try something. Like my watercolor instructor always used to say, it's just paper, it's not precious. Just, you can always do it again. So that's what I did. I tried it, wasn't working for me. So we got take two, and I quite like the results. All right, thanks for watching me fussy cut here. Maybe we'll put that one in there somewhere like that. Maybe we could flip these around and then it wouldn't look so patterny. Okay, there we go. Cut them all out. Wasn't that hard, right? I mean, you could even, if you wanted to, just make kind of a shorter square box, and then you wouldn't have to color or cut as many. Just an option. Okay, remember that other piece of white cardstock that we had cut the exact same size? Well, now's when you're going to use it. Now, on the last one, I had red inky fingers, which transferred onto my Whisper white paper. Just, you know how it does it. So just be aware of that. All right, now get out your dimensionals, and we're going to put these little poppies on. Let me get a nice pack. Let's start with that corner there. So just put a few on the back. Can you think of any other flower sets that would work well with for making poppies? Throw them out there. Tell me if you have an idea. I know one of my challenges for last week for my team members was to create a Remembrance Day kind of card idea, and they were really smart about it. They did some wreaths actually, and wow, they look beautiful. I never would have thought of that. Oh, there's our loud truck. I don't know where he comes from. I don't know. He needs some kind of help with his vehicle, I guess. I've got a little yellow dot here. What does that want? I don't know. Hopefully you don't lose me here. I actually did lesser quality. I didn't do it in HD in hopes that I hang around here a little better than I did yesterday, because I know it was going in and out for some of you, and that is always a pain. Oops, something else tonight. Our lovely Lisa's on tonight, and her picture had those little trolls on it, so that's probably what she's going to be playing around with. So I'm kind of excited to see how she uses those. Maybe she's going to be doing something totally off, something totally different, who knows. Come on. Any ideas for flowers? Flower stamp sets that could work for poppies? It's better for you, Norma? That's awesome. Good to hear. Good, good, good. Now, how do I have this here? Oop, that's got to go that direction. So, wonder if I go. Maybe we're going to end up going making an extra. Who knows? We'll chalk this up and see what happens. What about perennial essence? Remember that flower? You have no ideas. Oh, okay. Let me think. Yeah, like I say, perennial essence. it's kind of got a more solid flower, maybe that would work. Like I was saying before, my team member, they both actually used, oh, what's it called? The little flower punch, and made beautiful card in the shape of a wreath using those little red bits. So they were both very beautiful. Smart idea. You know, I don't have to. Maybe we can put the sentiment there. Maybe I'll just do a little piece sticking out. Using up those sides of the dimensionals. And cutting them too long. There we go. Okay, so there we go. I don't know if you can, it kind of, like I can see shadows because they're popped up. I wonder what would happen if you put 2 layers of dimensionals. It might add a whole lot more shadows. Who knows, right? There's an over-tired set I kept, but resembles more of the plant than the flowers. That's neat. Cool. All right, so here's my little doodad that I cut out, and here's my little thank you that I pre-fussy cutted and pre-embossed, so you wouldn't have to watch me cut that as well. You already watched me do all those poppies. That's a little big, so let's just trim this up again. There, use those little pieces that I cut off. And let's just get that nice and straight. Let's go thank over here and add you. It's a little too small too. Just. Thank you. Cute. All right, so this is going to end up going in here, I think, this time. Yeah, I like that. So I just kind of want to put dimensionals on the back where kind of that hole is and leave the rest. Oh, let's pop it up twice. Let's do that twice. Then it'll stick up even higher than those poppies. There. Cute. Okay, now let's attach this layer to our cards. So, once again, basic black, and I have my real red layer with the funny measurements, which I will put on my blog later today. And now for the fancy layer. There. Voila. So, I'm curious, which color combo do you like better? I've got, this had that magenta madness. So this is more pink and this is more red. So we'll say pink or red. Which one do you think would be your favorite? Let me know which is your favorite. And I'm going to clean up my little dimensional mess here while you do some voting. Red, red, red. Yeah, that red and the black really pops on it. I think it's kind of neat. Lots of reds. Okay. I know Gina asked, was it Gina? Lots of reds, red, red, red. Do I think I'm going to be doing in the afternoons? Likely yes, for a while, because I have so many classes in the mornings. It's going to be hard to kind of keep that consistent time frame. You love them both, yeah. So I don't know. I like getting it done in the morning and then I have so much more time to get everything on my blog, and I'm not working till 8, 9 o'clock at night. But yeah, it's tough getting all your appointments in. So we shall see. Tomorrow though, I don't have any appointments, and so I'm going to be going live tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So our normal time in the morning, or our usual, or a former time in the morning. So there we go. Isn't that neat? I wish you could see the shadows. Like it doesn't pick it up. It doesn't pick it up as well as it does in person. But even if you did this with any other flower stamp, it would totally look beautiful, right? Or even that little car from the Coming Home. You had a bunch of those little cars. Wouldn't that be cute? Yeah. Love both, but the red is more classic Remembrance. That's very true. Very true. So there we go. No pearls, no diamonds, no nothing. Just the poppies themselves. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for popping on here today with me and making this fun card. If you haven't given this technique a try, like just popping things up on your paper, give it a try. See what you come up with. Share it on my page if you like. Show me what you come up with. Your version. I love seeing other people's versions. It gives me so many ideas, and it gives, hopefully this gives you ideas as well. All right, like I said, tomorrow I'm going to be on here with that fancy, neat idea technique. It's Fun Friday, right? So 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'll be here, and hopefully I'll get to see you here again. It was lovely seeing everybody. Like I said, thanks for following along with me again. And just feel free to check out that Christmas Gleaming card class that I'm going to be offering November 20th. It will go live. It goes live on the 20th, but and you have to RSVP by the 1st. So time is a ticking. If you're interested in that, make sure you sign up for that. Otherwise, have a good evening, everyone. This will all be on my blog later on today. Bye.